From the rivers of Africa to the rainforests of Asia, our planet is home to some of the most dangerous animals on Earth. In this video, we're breaking down the deadliest animals in the world. We'll move across continents to uncover what makes each one lethal and why encounters with them turn fatal. We start in the coastal waters of Australia, Southeast Asia, and Eastern India, home to the largest living reptile on Earth, the saltwater crocodile. These prehistoric predators can reach lengths of over 20 feet and weigh more than 2,000 pounds. Males are pure muscle, built for one purpose: ambush. They can remain motionless in murky water for hours, with only their eyes and nostrils visible above the surface, waiting for the perfect moment to strike. When they do attack, it's explosive. Saltwater crocodiles launch from the water with terrifying speed, clamping down with a bite force exceeding 3,700 pounds per square inch, the strongest of any animal alive. Their jaws are lined with 66 teeth designed to grip. Once they have you, escape is impossible, and then comes the death roll. The crocodile spins violently, disorienting prey, tearing flesh, and dragging victims beneath the surface to drown. It's a hunting technique perfected over 200 million years. Saltwater crocodiles kill around 1,000 people annually across their range. Fishermen are pulled from boats. Villagers are ambushed while collecting water. Children playing at river edges simply vanish. From patient ambush predators in the water, we move back to land, where aggression takes a whole different form. The Cape buffalo is found across sub-Saharan Africa, and locals call it Black Death for good reason. These animals weigh up to 2,000 pounds and stand over 5 feet tall at the shoulder. What makes them deadly isn't just size, it's attitude. Cape buffalo are aggressive, unpredictable, and hold grudges. They've been known to circle, back, and ambush hunters who wounded them hours earlier. Their horns are massive, fused at the base into a solid shield of bone called a boss, then curving outward into sharp points. When a buffalo charges, it lowers its head and uses those horns like battering rams, goring victims with brutal efficiency. They can run at speeds of 35 miles per hour, and once they commit to a charge, they don't stop. Cape buffalo kill around 200 people every year in Africa. Hunters fear them more than lions or elephants. They work in herds too. If one charges, others often join in. Next, we move from Africa to almost everywhere else on Earth. Wild boars are found across Europe, Asia, and parts of North and South America where they've been introduced. In the United States alone, feral hog populations have exploded to over 6 million. These animals weigh between 150 and 300 pounds, with some males reaching over 400 pounds. Wild boars kill hundreds of people every year through direct attacks and vehicle collisions. The exact number is hard to track because deaths are often recorded as traffic accidents or farming incidents rather than animal attacks. What makes them dangerous is unpredictability. Wild boars are aggressive when cornered during mating season or when protecting their young. They have tusks that can grow up to 7 inches long, sharp, curved, and capable of slicing through muscle and arteries. When a boar charges, it lowers its head and drives those tusks upward, goring victims in the legs, abdomen, or groin. Boars can run at speeds of 30 miles per hour. If they knock you down, they'll continue the attack, trampling with their hooves and slashing with their tusks until the threat is gone. Most attacks happen to hunters, farmers, and hikers who encounter boars unexpectedly. But vehicle collisions are just as deadly. A 300-pound boar hitting a car at highway speed crashes through windshields with the same force as a deer. Wild boars are spreading, reproducing fast, and becoming more common near human populations every year. We move from land to the ocean, specifically the shallow coastal waters of Australia and the Indo-Pacific region. This is where you'll find the box jellyfish. Box jellyfish are nearly invisible in the water. Their translucent bell-shaped bodies are hard to spot until you're already too close. They can have up to 15 tentacles trailing from each corner of their body, some reaching over 10 feet long. Each tentacle is covered with thousands of microscopic stingers called nematocysts. When those tentacles touch skin, the stingers fire instantly. The venom attacks 3 systems at once: the heart, the nervous system, and skin cells. Victims describe the pain as unbearable, like being burned and electrocuted simultaneously. The venom is so potent that severe stings can cause cardiac arrest within minutes. Box jellyfish kill around 100 people every year, though the actual number may be higher since many deaths in remote areas go unreported. Most victims are swimmers, snorkelers, or children playing in shallow water. By the time symptoms hit, intense pain, difficulty breathing, paralysis, it's often too late. What makes them particularly dangerous is where they hunt. Box jellyfish thrive in shallow, warm coastal waters during certain seasons. They're not deep ocean creatures. They're in the exact places where people swim. But not all killers rely on venom. Some just hunt. The lion is found across sub-Saharan Africa, with a small population remaining in India's Gir forest. These are the only big cats that hunt in groups, and that teamwork makes them exceptionally dangerous. Adult male lions weigh up to 420 pounds, while females are smaller at around 280 pounds. Males patrol territory and intimidate, but females do most of the hunting. They work as coordinated units, surrounding prey and attacking from multiple angles. Their jaws deliver a bite force of over 650 pounds per square inch, and their canines are designed to puncture windpipes and severe spinal cords. Lions kill between 100 and 250 people every year across Africa. Most attacks happen at night in rural villages where lions have learned to hunt humans. In parts of Tanzania, entire prides have specialized in taking people, dragging victims from their homes after dark. What makes lions particularly dangerous is persistence. If a lion identifies you as prey, it will stalk you. It will wait, and when it attacks, it's fast. Lions can sprint at 50 miles per hour in short bursts, closing distance before you can react. Injured or elderly lions are especially dangerous. When they can no longer take down their usual prey like zebras or wildebeest, they turn to easier targets, humans. Lion attacks are brutal and efficient. They go for the throat or skull, ending fights in seconds. There's rarely time to fight back. From Africa's social hunters, we move to Asia's solitary assassin tigers, are found across India, Bangladesh, Southeast Asia, and the forests of Far East Russia. They're the largest cats on Earth, and they're solitary ambush predators built to kill. Bengal tigers in India can weigh between 400 and 570 pounds. Siberian tigers in Russia are even larger, with males reaching up to 700 pounds. They have retractable claws over 4 inches long, powerful jaws, and canine teeth designed to pierce skulls and crush spines. Their bite force exceeds 1,000 pounds per square inch. Tigers kill between 50 and 100 people every year, mostly in India and Bangladesh. The Sundarbans mangrove forests are particularly deadly. Tigers there have learned to hunt humans actively. Fishermen, honey collectors, and villagers working near forest edges are common targets. What makes tigers so dangerous is stealth. They're silent stalkers. You won't hear them, you won't see them. They attack from behind, targeting the neck with surgical precision. Most victims never know the tiger is there until it's already too late. Historically, individual man-eating tigers have killed hundreds. The Champawat tiger killed over 400 people across Nepal and India before being stopped in 1907. When a tiger develops a taste for human prey, often due to injury or old age, it becomes relentless, but size doesn't determine lethality. Our next killer proves that. The Asian cobra is found across India, Southeast Asia, and southern China. These venomous snakes are responsible for more snakebite deaths than almost any other species in their range. Asian cobras grow between 3 and 6 feet long. When threatened, they rear up and spread their iconic hood, a warning display that's impossible to miss. But that warning doesn't always save people. These snakes are fast, accurate, and deliver potent neurotoxic venom with every bite. The venom attacks the nervous system. It causes paralysis, starting with blurred vision and difficulty breathing. Within hours, the diaphragm stops working. Victims suffocate unless they receive anti-venom and respiratory support. Even with treatment, bites can cause permanent nerve damage. Cobras are responsible for tens of thousands of deaths annually across Asia when grouped with other venomous snakes in the region. In India alone, snake bites kill approximately 50,000 people every year, and cobras account for a significant portion of those fatalities. What makes cobras particularly dangerous is where they live. They thrive in agricultural areas, near villages, and around human settlements. Most bites happen when someone accidentally steps on or near a cobra that's hiding in vegetation. Cobras don't hunt humans, but they don't retreat easily either. When cornered or surprised, they strike. And in rural areas with limited access to anti-venom, a cobra bite is often a death sentence, but there's something smaller than a cobra that kills just as effectively. Scorpions are found in deserts and arid regions across the globe, from North Africa and the Middle East to Mexico, the southwestern United States, and parts of South America. There are over 2,500 species, but only about 25 have venom strong enough to kill a human. Most scorpions are small, ranging from 2 to 4 inches long. The deadly ones, like the deathstalker and fat-tailed scorpions, carry neurotoxic venom in the stinger at the end of their tail. When they strike, the venom attacks the nervous system, causing extreme pain, muscle spasms, difficulty breathing, and in severe cases, respiratory failure. Scorpions kill around 3,000 people every year worldwide. Children and the elderly are most vulnerable because their smaller body mass makes the venom more concentrated and lethal. In remote areas without access to antivenom, even healthy adults can die from a sting. What makes scorpions so dangerous is where they hide. They're nocturnal and seek out dark, cool spaces during the day, inside shoes, clothing, bedding, woodpiles, and cracks in walls. Most stings happen when someone accidentally disturbs a scorpion without knowing it's there. In regions where scorpions are common, people learn to shake out their shoes every morning because one missed check can be fatal. Scorpions kill with venom. Our next insect kills with disease. The assassin bug, also called the kissing bug, is found throughout Central and South America, with populations extending into the southern United States. This insect doesn't look particularly threatening. It's only about 1 inch long with a cone-shaped head and dark body. But what makes it deadly isn't a bite or sting. It's what it leaves behind. Assassin bugs are carriers of a parasite called Trypanosoma cruzi, which causes Chagas disease. The bugs feed on human blood at night, typically biting around the mouth and eyes, hence the name, kissing bug. But the real danger comes after the bite. While feeding, the bug defecates near the wound. When victims scratch the bite in their sleep, they rub the parasite-filled feces directly into the wound or mucous membranes. Once infected, the parasite spreads through the bloodstream. In the acute phase, symptoms are mild: fever, fatigue, swelling at the bite site. Many people don't even know they're infected. But over years or decades, Chagas disease destroys the heart and digestive system. The heart enlarges, weakens, and eventually fails. Chagas disease kills around 12,000 people every year. Millions more live with chronic infections, unaware they're carrying a parasite that's slowly destroying their organs. What makes assassin bugs particularly insidious is that the attack happens while you sleep. You don't feel it, you don't see it. And by the time symptoms appear years later, the damage is already done. But the next animal will surprise you, because it's not an insect, not a predator, and barely moves at all. We're talking about a freshwater snail found in tropical and subtropical regions across Africa, Asia, South America. These snails are tiny, usually less than 1 inch long. They move slowly, feed on algae, and seem completely harmless. But they're responsible for more deaths than nearly every predator we've covered so far. Freshwater snails carry parasitic flatworms that cause a disease called schistosomiasis, also known as snail fever. The parasites live inside the snails and are released into the water. When people wade, swim, or wash in infected water, the parasites burrow directly through their skin. No bite or wound needed. Once inside the body, the parasites mature and lay eggs. Those eggs get lodged in organs: the liver, intestines, bladder, and lungs. Over time, they cause internal bleeding, organ damage, and immune system failure. Children suffer from stunted growth and cognitive impairment. Adults experience chronic pain and fatigue. Schistosomiasis kills over 200,000 people every year. Millions more are infected and living with the disease, most of them in sub-Saharan Africa. What makes this so dangerous is how common it is. The snails thrive in slow-moving freshwater, rivers, lakes, irrigation ditches. In many rural areas, that's the only water source available. People have no choice but to use it. From the slowest killer on Earth, we move to one that lives right beside you: the domestic dog. Dogs kill between 25,000 and 35,000 people every year globally. Most of those deaths come from rabies transmitted through bites, particularly in countries where rabies vaccinations for dogs aren't widespread. India, Africa, and parts of Asia account for the majority of fatalities. But even in countries where rabies is controlled, dog attacks cause hundreds of deaths annually. Large, powerful breeds like pit bulls, Rottweilers, and German Shepherds are involved in most fatal attacks. These dogs can weigh over 100 pounds, deliver bite forces exceeding 300 pounds per square inch, and attack with speed and aggression that's difficult to stop. What makes dog attacks especially tragic is the victims. Children are the most common targets. They're smaller, more vulnerable, and often don't recognize the warning signs: pinned ears, growling, stiff posture, that a dog feels threatened or territorial. Many fatal attacks happen in familiar places: a neighbor's yard, a relative's home, or even the victim's own house. The vast majority of dogs are loyal, safe companions. But the numbers don't lie. Whether through disease or direct attack, dogs kill more people than almost any predator on Earth. The deadliest animal on Earth isn't a predator. It doesn't have fangs, claws, or venom. It's smaller than your fingernail, the mosquito. Mosquitoes kill between 725,000 and 1 million people every year. That's more than every animal on this list combined. No other creature comes close. Mosquitoes don't kill directly. They're vectors for some of the deadliest diseases on the planet. Malaria alone kills over 600,000 people annually, mostly children under 5 in sub-Saharan Africa. Dengue fever infects 400 million people each year and kills around 25,000. Then there's yellow fever, Zika, West Nile virus, and chikungunya, all transmitted by mosquito bites. When a mosquito bites, it injects saliva into your skin to prevent blood clotting. If that mosquito is carrying a parasite or virus, it's now in your bloodstream. Malaria parasites attack red blood cells and cause organ failure. Dengue triggers hemorrhagic fever and internal bleeding. Yellow fever destroys the liver. Mosquitoes are everywhere. Tropical regions, temperate zones, cities, villages, swamps, and forests. They breed in standing water. Puddles, ditches, old tires, flower pots. You can't avoid them. They've killed more people throughout human history than all wars, plagues, and natural disasters combined. Estimates put the total at over 50 billion deaths across human existence. Which animal shocked you the most? Let me know in the comments. And if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like and subscribe for more videos like this.